And we're live.
Hey,
Hello, whoever's out there lurking. We're here today to do Pick a Stick Challenge. If you guys don't know what Pick a Stick Challenge is, it is a Facebook group where Peg and I offer 3 challenges every month, and the challenges are based on one-word prompts which are randomly drawn. And you use the prompts in order. You can add anything in between, before or after, and there's a couple colors. So we're going to be working, I'm going to be working on my art journal page, and Peg's going to be working on her tag, I think. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Because we've got all 3 of these things that you can do, and you can get the graphic for it over on our Facebook group. So if you're interested in doing that, that's where you would go. It's in
and if
the
you
Pick a
want to
Stick
join the
Challenge
group and you go over there and ask to join the group, please answer the questions when you're prompted. Just saying.
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely, just saying. So what are you going to do today, Shell?
I'm going to do my page, and I've got my challenge out here. It has 6 steps that you do in order. If you don't want to do one of these steps, you can replace it with one of the wildcard steps, and there are 2 colors. And I've got my Distress Oxides out for colors, which is Wilted Violet and Cracked Pistachio. The 2 colors happen to be Violet and Pistachio. And I'm going to throw in Abandoned Coral because I like the way it looks with it. And coral is the color of the year.
Yeah.
From Pantone. What are you going to do?
Marie. Marie's here. Good morning.
Hi, Marie.
So
Marie's good.
yeah, I'm going to work on my tag because I did the trading card, and the video for that will be coming out on the 6th. So if you guys want to know how this particular trading card was created, then check out my video on the 6th. I think I already put a picture in the Facebook group. So that's that one. And then as Shell works on hers today for the page, I've already done the page. The video for that will be coming out tomorrow. And she's going to do the slow and steady version today of that. I'm going to do the slow and steady version of the Altered Tag Challenge. So,
yes. So to start out with, the first prompt for the page was staple. And I'm working in my art journal, and I already have art on the other side of this page, so I don't want to staple it. So I'm just going to cross off staple, and this is what you can do. You can replace it with one of the wild cards. So I'm going to do, my first step is going to be wet in wet.
Oh, fun.
And so that's how I'm going to start my background, is with wet in wet.
Well, we have more people joining us.
Huh?
We have more people joining us. Yay.
Oh.
We have Laura and Sybil, Marie, Peggy. Hi, guys. Peggy's sweeping her floor.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Dog died. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear.
So wet in wet is usually a watercolor technique, but I'm just going to do it with sprays to start out with. I have the same color spray as I do the pad in Distress Oxide. So I'm going to try not to completely obliterate my desk if I can help it. But I'm just spraying water on there to start out with so that it's wet, and then spraying the sprays on there. I can come back in and spray a little bit more water over the top. You know, the Distress Oxide reacts with water. So
yes, it does. I'm just adding a little bit of that
background to start with.
I'm just adding a little of that cracked pistachio into my background too. So
all right.
I like that color. I like that color a lot.
These colors work great together. I love them. And it's a random pick. It's just random, people. We don't know what's going to happen. But we seem to have this year particularly excellent luck. I don't know why, but we're having excellent luck this year with color picking. Because
Well,
we could pick
keep it
up
up.
something
Keep it up.
that
I
was
don't care why. Just keep it up.
Yep. My page is a little bit bowed because it has art on the back. So if this is dripping, I'm giving it a little bit of a pat with a paper towel just to make it not drip sideways. I don't want it to drip sideways. But that's such an easy and fast background, and it looks really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm going to dry it.
So everybody's saying hello, good morning. We got Deborah joining in too. Hi. Lisa's here. So
Yep,
good
everybody
to see
rolling
everybody.
in.
Yeah.
Peggy's here.
Yep.
Laura, Marie, Deborah, Lisa. Yeah. I think I've got the same people you've got.
Yeah.
How surprising.
So in the tag one, the first step is pearls. So I haven't quite figured out what I'm doing with that yet because, you know, the thing about these challenges is you can add as much as you want to the challenge. So I'm actually drawing on my background because I'm allowed to do that. And I'll get to the pearl portion of the tag here in a minute. In case you guys didn't know, I am traveling. I am house sitting for my kids. I've got grandkids here with me, and I just brought limited supplies. So, you know, I am definitely proving that you can do all of this with limited supplies.
Next week, for the next Thursday, I'm going to be doing exactly what Peg is doing. I'm going to be traveling, and I'm going to be bringing limited supplies. And I hope that I can join you guys. Just depends on, it always depends on, do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have strong enough signal to run a video camera? But
Right.
hello, Heidi. Hello, Jules. Thanks for joining us. So I guess I'm going to add more to my background with some of my actual pads because the background looks pretty soft and I don't know, it's cool. It's distressed and it's got water in it, so therefore it got that powdery finish on it. But I think I'd like a bit stronger color. So I have a Stencil Girl stencil. This is designed by Mary Beth Shaw. It's L073 for those of you following along. Whoa, and I just threw my pad on the ground.
Uh-oh.
Pad down because it would have picked up all the crap that's on the ground. Not saying that there's, crap that's on the ground, but there is. And I've just got one of my ink blending tools, and I'm just going to go through this stencil a little bit and add a little bit more pattern. My page today, well, it got inspired when I started to try to make an octagon. It is surprisingly difficult to make an octagon if you don't know the math. And like I said, I'm traveling next week, and I'm going to be seeing my son graduate with his bachelor's, and then I'm helping him move directly after that to where he has been accepted as a doctorate program for mathematics.
And how awesome is that? Yay.
Yeah, I know. He's a smart kid.
Yeah.
But as I thought to myself, I don't know how to make an octagon with math. I don't know how to do anything mathy. And I never cared about it at all until suddenly my son is going to get his doctorate in mathematics. And I feel like a freaking idiot. I don't understand what he's doing at all. And I suddenly feel bad about that. Has anybody ever had that experience where your kid is suddenly smarter than you and you feel dumb?
Yes, all the time. Well, okay, talk about feeling dumb. It isn't just the kids. I feel dumb when my grade school grandkids were teaching me things that I didn't know,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah. I'm never
And,
too old
neither
to
of us
learn.
are dumb. We're not dumb people. We have been educated. It's just that the education that we received is different from what they got.
Right, right. It certainly was.
But when I could not make an octagon this morning, I felt dumb.
Well,
I'll show you guys what I made, how I made them, because I don't have a single punch or die cut or anything in this entire place that is an octagon shape.
what's so funny
Have
is
lots
I
of
have a
hexagons,
bazillion
not
hexagons. How about you?
Yeah.
You got a lot of hexagons?
hexagons everywhere. Hexagons everywhere.
I did
No
not have
octagon.
a lot of octagons. So I figured it out, but yeah. It was challenging to start with. Just let me say that.
Yeah, it was actually challenging. Crazy. Hi, Connie. Connie has joined us.
Hello, hello. Glad you could make it.
So I think I'm also going to add some of this. This is another stencil from Stencil Girl. L641. And it has math on it. So I'm just going to add a little bit of that to my background just because this is like kind of now inspired by the fact that I don't know how to do mathy things.
But I love that stencil. I saw those math stencils come out and I thought, well, how cool is that? I haven't seen anything like that before. So, yeah.
I think I'm going to use black on it. I didn't think I was, but I think I'm going to. Just for these.
I think black would be a nice contrast.
Yeah. I decided after I did the background that it's all pretty.
I was going to use black on this, and then, I got started and I went another direction. Who knew? I am so, I go wherever the wind blows me, I guess. Yeah. I was going to do kind of a silhouette in black, and I must have changed my mind midstream.
Yeah, that happens to all of us.
Uh-huh. Me a lot.
I don't know what the equations on here mean. I know there's a pi symbol.
It's just cool. It's just cool.
Interesting pattern. It's just about the pattern.
Yeah.
Black. Let's see how it looks. Oh, I like that. That's cool.
Okay.
Let's try to. Oh no, I think I'm going to do some of them this direction. How do you like them apples?
Them apples are pretty good. Hey there, Miss Cindy. Not Cindy. Who am I saying? Connie. Connie's here. And Vicky's here. And I don't know if I remember to say hello to Laura. Hello, hello. Janice is here. Barbara's here. Hi.
We're glad you join us. We probably wouldn't do this if nobody joined us.
Or we might.
We might just talk to ourselves. We don't know.
Yeah.
What could happen.
That's part of doing this show is we kind of get together before the show and chit chat a little bit. So, we do talk to each other.
Yeah, if we make our evil plans before the show.
Yeah.
Somebody has to. I like that. I think that's cool. And the other stencil that I used kind of reminds me of a fractal.
Oh yeah, I like fractals.
Mathy things that occur naturally in nature.
Yeah, if you guys don't know what fractals are, just do a Google search. You'll come up with all kinds of cool stuff. I used to go in and print them out to use in my art.
Oh yeah, they're beautiful.
Beautiful backgrounds out of fractals.
Laura says that she wants to say that there are many different kinds of intelligence. And that is true. Some of the most smart people, book-wise, that I've ever met have zero ability to do anything that comes with common sense. You ever notice that? It's like,
Yeah.
wow. No
Well,
common sense,
honestly,
but just brilliant.
that's true. When you talk about geniuses and stuff, they usually are very, very bright. I kind of equate it to you know the Big Bang Theory and Sheldon.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So I feel like I've completed step 1, which was wet in wet, and I've also completed my background.
Very cool.
Step 2 is clay. And the other day I had out my paper clay and I did a bunch of push molds and let them dry. And this is one of the pieces. I bought this new mold that's got all kinds of little faces. And this is one of the pieces that I got. So I'm going to use it on my page. But I need an octagon to put it on. But I need to paint it first. So that's what I'm going to do next. Need something to put it on.
Looking at the challenge, okay, for the Pick a Stick challenge, that some of the things that are on here, you know, you've got these steps, and Shell chose not to use staple. She went with the wet and wet. I did use staple, and this is the page that I did, and like I said, the video will be coming out tomorrow. But I did, because I used paper clay on here, I was able to staple my piece of paper clay to the piece of cloth that I had in the background. So I was able to use staples on here without actually going through my page.
Yeah.
So,
and then she told me about this morning that she stapled paper clay, and I'm like, what? You can staple paper clay? I didn't know that.
It's got little bitty, teeny tiny, you know, I use the Tim Holtz stapler. And so I just, because I used some cheesecloth here in the background, I was able to staple right into the paper clay. So
yeah, I didn't know you could do that. I had no idea.
That. So that's what I did, is I used paper clay, because there's lots of different types of clay. I mean, it might even just be the color clay if you wanted to use that in your challenge. So, I mean, there are lots of different ways that you can interpret these things. That's how I did it.
Yes, clay could just be terracotta color.
Right.
If you don't have any clay.
Right.
Or clay pieces or anything like that.
So for my tag, the first thing on here is I took some Distress Oxide and put it into the background, and I sketched out with a pencil, I sketched out a little seahorse here. And now I'm just coloring in using some Jelly Roll pens and some, what is this? This is a Pitt pen from Faber-Castell. But what I'm going to do, because the first thing on this challenge is pearl, I'm going to add some of these little pearls onto my piece and comply with the challenge by putting these in here. And that way they can kind of look like, you know, bubbles in the background. At least that's what I'm thinking. It kind of looks like bubbles coming away from the seahorse.
I absolutely think that works. bubbles. So I painted my paper clay piece with Deco Art Metallics bronze because I think it kind of coordinates with the coral color a little bit. And besides, it's copper. Right?
Right.
You know, if I'm going to pick a metallic, it's going to be copper.
Well, of course. We knew that.
I
We knew that right away.
wonder what would happen if I just went over it with a little bit of this purple. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Just to give it a little bit more something, something, something.
Give it a zhuzh.
Zhuzh.
Zhuzh it.
Yeah. Maybe a little bit of this coral. Yeah. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's my clay piece.
All right.
I feel happy about that. We will cross off clay. We'll cross off pistachio and violet. Next one is Octagon. Now here's where we get tricky. So I didn't have anything that could die cut or punch anything octagon shaped. So I made myself some templates, and I cut, basically an octagon is a square with its corners cut off, right? And that seems pretty simple, but it also needs to have all its sides equal. And that's not simple. I did measuring, I did cutting, I did recutting. They didn't come out right. First I thought, okay, it's 3 inches across, right? So 3 divided by, you know, it'd be 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, right? Doesn't that make sense? So I measured 1 inch on either side and I cut, but then this middle section wasn't 1 inch anymore. See, it's mathy things. I didn't understand the mathy things. So I did finally figure out some reasonable figuring of things. And I was able to use some of my collage papers, which I used all these ones that are the colors that are from gel printing, to cut out some different size octagons. So I did that this morning because I wasn't sure how long everything would take. And I actually think I'm way ahead of the game here, to be honest. I might be way ahead of the game. But since we're talking about mathy things, you know that whole trend about having things made out of like angular shapes. Have you noticed that around here and there? Like there's a new statue that they put up when they finished the road that is near me. I'm missing some of my octagons. I may have to cut more octagons. Some of them are gone. Where did they go? Anyway, it's a mama and daddy and baby deer, but it's made out of like all these different angles. It's like, it looks almost like crystal or something. I don't know what they're going for, but anyway, that's kind of the look I'm going for here. I've got my sunshine. I've got some saguaro cactus and some prickly pear cactus. And I had a lot more octagons. So it's going to end up looking very mathy, I think. If I can find the rest of my dang octagons. I'm serious. They were right here. They were right here. How can they just disappear like that? It happens to me all the time.
All the time. And I didn't take them. Honestly, I did not take them.
You did. You took them. You came over here and you took them.
Okay, so center tag wise. All right, here we go. Let's go back to the page. Octagon, you notice I had circled here because it's like, not so sure about that. So I ended up doing the wet and wet for the octagon because, you know, when I thought about the octagon, I was thinking, okay, so you got a square, which is four-sided, right? So you got 4 sides, all right? And then on the 4 sides, you're just squaring that off to make an octagon. So I did end up drawing some octagons on something, but yeah. Mine are not pretty. Let me tell you, they're not pretty. So, so I ended up doing wet on wet on my background page and, you know, creating the background that you see here. And then pearls, I ended up putting pearls on this. So, yeah, harsh, I tore the edge. You know, I tore the edge. I punched a hole out so that you could see, you know, the page that's behind. So I was kind of harsh with my page. I beat it up pretty good by tearing it up. And I did draw on the background too. So, I mean, if you're interested in seeing the whole process of how this one was created, it will be in a video form tomorrow. So I can put that one away and go back to my tag here. And you can see now that I've added the pearls, which was that first step on here, which was the pearls. The next one is harsh. So for harsh, for me, I think I'm just going to use some different colors, which are in sharp contrast to the colors that I've got down here. Because, yeah, I don't really have anything harsh. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm gonna use some contrasting colors. So I'll get out my Posca pens. And probably, you know, just in the black and white, because those are pretty big contrast to what we've got here. And I also have this, not quite pistachio, but it's a metallic, and I've got the blue underneath. So I'm thinking that might be kind of fun. I wish I had a pistachio. I wish I had a pistachio in the Posca pens, right?
They don't have a pistachio, I don't think, in Posca.
But I do have green and blue, so I might be able to mix those. Why not? Try mixing those.
Give it a try.
This metallic. Got this metallic pen, so I might add a little bit of that in here. On his fin. On his little fin.
So I'm cutting new octagons because my octagons are literally have disappeared. They have disappeared.
Oh no. Somebody got hungry or what?
Where there is no possibility that they're not here, but yet they're not. So the way that I did it was, I'm doing it is just to use my little template. Pick out the color of collage paper that I want in the section, and then just draw my little templates on the back, and then cut. This is manual cutting, people. I know you don't see it very often anymore. These days, everybody's back cutting stuff. But yeah, sometimes when you don't have an octagon, you have to cut an octagon.
Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
I get so frustrated when that happens. It's like, where did that go? Yeah. And right after,
you're
going to find it.
How could they just disappear? You people saw it. It was like, it was the gremlins. You have proof now that there's gremlins in my studio. Because some of the octagons are there and some of them are not. And I can't explain it. Okay, so this is a saguaro cactus with some blooms, and this is a prickly pear cactus with some blooms, made out of octagons. I know you guys can tell that that's what that is, right? I'm sure you can tell. So for my pearls, I'm going to have them be some of the little, like, a few little highlights from where the stickers are on the cactuses. That's what I'm going to do with my pearls. And for harsh, I have a piece of paper here, another piece of paper that coordinates with everything. And I'm going to just be real harsh with it. I'm just going to...
Oh, paper abuse.
Yes. I'm going to spray it with water. I'm going to attack it with my hands. I'm going to... being so harsh. Twist it, wad it up, make it crinkly. That's what I'm planning here. Very mean, very, very mean. And it's even tearing a little bit. It's tearing a lot, actually. And I'm going to use this to make another element on my page. My wadded up paper.
I've discovered I'm definitely sitting at the wrong angle to do this.
Did you turn it upside down? Nope, it's still right side up.
No, because I'm trying to keep it under the camera.
Uh-huh.
You know how it is when you get something too far away from your body and you're trying to draw? Yeah, not the best.
She sent me a picture this morning of her setup. It's quite, I'm surprised she didn't have baling wire and duct tape, is what I'm saying.
Well, we do what we have to do, right?
Yeah, I'm going to do it next week.
Yeah.
Last time I used like a big decorative vase that was in the rental place that I had to hold my camera.
Whatever works. You know, today I went in the other room. My kids are moving, so my daughter had a bunch of stuff she had taken down, and there were these candles sitting there on these big candlesticks, and I thought, aha, I can stick my camera on that.
Yep, absolutely.
That's what I did.
So I'm taking my abused paper that I have been very harsh with, and I'm cutting it into strips using decorative scissors, because I did want to have some of that angular stuff going on this piece, but I didn't want to hand cut it. So I'm trying to cut it with, it's still wet, but I'm trying to cut it with this. And guess what I'm going to make?
What you gonna make, Shell?
An ocotillo.
Oh, there you go.
If you guys wondered what an ocotillo is, now you know. It's like a plant that it's kind of like, it's a bunch of stems growing out all from the same spot. And they grow very tall, probably 15 feet when they're full grown, very tall. And they don't have any leaves on them except for in the spring. In the winter, the leaves go away. But then when they bloom in the spring, they have a bright red, like the top 10 inches of each stick blooms bright red. And they're like bright red leaves, basically, which become the blooms at the top. And right now they're blooming and they're beautiful. I love them. They're my favorite desert plant.
So cool.
Which is why the name of my studio is Paper Octio Studio.
So you're gonna have to stay in the desert, you know.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to stay there. Just saying.
I'm not going anywhere. I love it here. So I think I'm ready to glue all this stuff down, sort of. Yeah. I'm gonna glue.
Okay. Go for it.
Okay. What shall I glue with? Matte medium, I guess. I want to put this off the page slightly, so. Need to trim it a little bit. I need something.
I was looking for a paper trimmer this morning. My daughter has them, but yeah, wasn't jumping into my hand. So, oh well, we do
Gotta
what
be
we
around there
have to do.
somewhere. Hi, Rennie. Hi, Michaelyn. Hi, Gina. Hi, Janice. I'm meeting Rennie tomorrow for coffee.
Oh, great. Great. That's great. Hey, Gina.
She's going to be in town, so.
All right. Seems to be the season. I saw some other artists that were getting together, so that's great.
Yeah.
I like it when people can get together and hang.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of emphasis on that in the background. Let's see, what else do I want to do here? I should probably
I don't know.
add some fish and things, right?
Mm.
Should probably add some fish and things.
Fish and things, yes. Not fish and things, but fish and things.
Fish and things, yeah. Well,
she's about ready to get out a reel and some bobbers and hooks.
We had bobbers the other day. When was that? We were talking about bobbers. Oh, that was last week. That was last week. Remember, we were talking about because somebody had asked about something we were doing last week, and so I was showing them a bobber on my. What were we doing last week? We were making boho stuff. Right?
Yes, yes, yes.
We were making boho stuff, and so I was showing them bobbers.
I don't remember why, but I vaguely recall what you're saying now that you say it. Everything runs together.
Yeah, it do. So let's see. Maybe make some little.
Hello, Dawn. Welcome. Ugh, get on there.
I wonder if I have any. Oh, you know what? I bet I do. Ha, 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 ha.
Are you talking to yourself again?
Yes, I talk to myself. Don't you talk to yourself?
Absolutely. There's no one else here. Who else am I going to talk to?
Mm. So is anybody playing along today? Anybody doing the pick a stick challenge? I hope you are. I hope you're enjoying it. We enjoy doing it.
I love challenges. Give me a challenge any day and I'll do it.
Oops.
So I've got my swirl glued down. I'm starting to glue down my sunshine. I'm going to use tacky glue to glue down my little clay piece. It's not exactly flat. I don't think I did a very good job when I molded it. Hopefully the tacky glue will be good enough to hold it. Because I did finally get a hot glue gun, but it's not plugged in.
Oh. Well, you got one anyway, right?
Yeah, it took me long enough, didn't it?
Well,
I finally remembered.
I didn't bring a heat tool with me either, so it's like, don't think I'll be drying anything today. So I'm trying to work without having to dry stuff. That's challenging for me, I'm telling you.
Yes, that is challenging. It is.
So let's see, what else do I want? Bubbles over here. Get another seashell.
Trying to glue down my harsh paper without taking out all the harsh wrinkles that I put in it. Trickier than you would imagine.
Yeah.
Look harsh.
Oh, I know what it needs. It needs some seaweed. That's what it needs. Duh.
That's a good idea. I think it should have seaweed.
Yeah. So let me do that. Just add a little seaweed in here. I think I need a little bit of contrast in his eyeball. He's looking a little bit too much during the headlight. You know? Just saying.
Yeah, I get you.
I get that far off seahorse stare.
You don't want that. He might look like he's had a bit to drink or something.
Yeah. Well, might have. He might have. Just saying. He might have. He's in the drink anyway. Oh, Rennie says she's meeting her YouTube hero. Did you know that?
I didn't know I was a hero.
I hope you guys have a good time.
We're going to a gluten-free bakery type place that has sandwiches and stuff. And it's supposed to be good. I got a recommendation from someone else. And check it out.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah. We had to try to find a place that was halfway in between because we're pretty far apart even though we're in the same town. It's a big town.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So let's see. So where am I on this challenge? I think I need to do, let's see, I did harsh, I did pearls. Staple, I'm gonna have to staple. Which, that's not too tough, I can handle that.
yeah, that doesn't seem too tricky.
Whoops. Uh-oh, I think it's like the octagons. My piece of paper went missing. It fell on the floor.
I don't think mine fell on the floor. I looked down there. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, gremlins. Gremlins in my studio. And they're named Peg. Except for she's
I don't
across
think
the country.
I don't think so.
She couldn't possibly be here, but yet I'm sure she's stealing my stuff. All right, everything is glued. Yay. Hello, Barbara. Yes, Peggy, come and get the gremlins and take them to your house, please.
Did you guys see that movie, Gremlins? That was so cute.
Yeah. Those are some scary little creatures. Cute but scary.
Well, only if you fed them after what hour of the day.
Yes.
Just
That's
don't
right.
just don't feed the gremlins.
Don't feed them after midnight or something, and don't let them have water.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Okay, I think we're on to pearls now. We've got Octagon handled. And pearls, we're going to put the pearls on. And we did the harsh. These pearls are self-adhesive, but I wonder if I should glue the backs. I don't know.
Sometimes you have to. They don't always want to stay. I just stuck mine on. I felt bad because I did that with something. I think I sent an ATC to Aunt Beck, and the pearls were falling off in the mail. It's like, oh, well.
No.
Oh, I think he might need a pistachio gel in his eyeball. Let's see, what size do I want? That's too big. Yeah, about that size, I think. We'll add a pistachio eyeball.
You know, I like pistachio dessert.
So do I.
It's really yummy.
I used to get some kind of cookie or something that had a pistachio flavor to it. But I just like eating pistachios.
Yeah, just as a snack, they're nice too.
Yeah.
Except for you have to crack them. That's the only thing.
Well, no. Don't you know that they have them already shelled on the shelf?
But that's expensive.
Well, I wait until they go on sale. I don't know about you, but every once in a while, CVS has the bags of them on sale. It's almost like a buy one, get one, and they're already shelled. Yeah. That's when I stock up and stick them in the freezer. I should probably, I know what I can do. Duh.
I'm just sticking pearls on over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting your pearl on, are you?
I am.
I am cutting out jellyfish because I can.
Well, if you're going to cut something, it might as well be a jellyfish.
Yeah. You don't feed them after midnight and don't let them get wet. Gizmo was so cute. Yes. Peggy remembers.
Yes.
I loved Gizmo. I think I even had the little furry critters for the kids when they were little. Because I think they came out with the dolls and stuff. Of course they would have. Something else told me. Wasn't bad enough they had American Girl dolls.
I remember my aunts and my mom running out to get something, and it was like it was a toy that you had to go to the store like on Black Friday or whatever. You wouldn't get it. I think it was called a Furby. Does that sound
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah,
That thing looked like a gremlin.
yeah.
My
Well,
my cousins had to have it.
the hot thing that we had when we were kids, you remember the trolls?
Oh, troll dolls. Yeah, those
The
are
little
cute.
plastic ones that had the fuzzy hair that you could, kind of like My Little Pony, where you could comb the hair on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ugly but cute.
Ugly but cute. Absolutely.
Mm. So ugly they're cute, or something like that.
Yeah.
These
But I
pearls are
loved
not.
my troll doll. I thought he was pretty cool. Cool dude.
I think I might have had one. I think it had pink hair.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they
I
had
might
kind
have.
of fluorescent hair, whether it was pink or green or whatever. It was really fluorescent looking.
Might have started my obsession with dyeing my hair odd colors. And I started doing that in high school, so could blame the trolls.
You could if you wanted to. So let's see. I need to outline.
Gina says she had Sunny and Cher dolls.
Oh, yeah?
I've got you, babe.
I mean, we
I've
had
got
Barbie
you,
stuff,
babe.
but I didn't have those.
Me neither.
Huh. Sonny and Cher dolls. Who knew? I wonder if you can still find them.
I bet they're collector's items.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go check eBay now and see what they look like. Right?
Yeah, I blame Gina.
Yeah, I would. I would blame her. Okay, so the next step here says staple. So I've got this tag. I think this is one of those Tim Holtz. It's just like cardboard tag, and I'm going to put some ink around it. So I've got some black ink because you can see the cardboard. I don't like to see the cardboard. I want to ink that up. So got that. Where do I want to put it? Right about there. Right about there. And get my tiny attacher and staple, right?
Hi, Vicki. Vicki joined us.
Cool. Hi, Vicki. So let's see if I can staple through this thing. Oh, maybe not.
You stapled through paper clay. Come on, you can do it.
Well, okay. So this thing's gone down the road with me. I'm not even sure what state the staples are in. Let me check my, oh, they're in there. Okay. I got staples. Whoops.
Try not to staple your fingers.
Got staples. We'll travel. But I think it's, yeah, it was not looking the best. So let me try this again.
Ugh, I got sticky stuff all over me. Stupid pearls. They attacked me.
The pearls attacked you? They stick to you.
They did. They
Okay,
absolutely did.
try this one more time here.
Oops.
Oh, have to strong hand. Oh, look, I got a staple in. Can you believe it?
Awesome.
Yay. See if I can do the other side. Oh, look at that. Staple number 2. Woohoo, we have liftoff. All right. So I got my staple. The next thing is erase, and I've been waiting on that because my ink was not quite dry. But I have an eraser, and I'm going to erase my pencil lines.
Oh, there you go.
Eraser, because I know it's here somewhere. Or they went away with the octagons that, the octagons and the eraser may be having a party someplace.
Oh my gosh, I found the freaking octagons.
Oh, all right.
I just took the tape off my page, and these pieces of delicate paper were inside there, like this.
Yeah.
And I took them out. Bam! They're back. Here's the octagons, which I no longer need.
Which you no longer need, yeah. So Gina says she wishes she still had her dolls because they're probably worth something. And you're probably right. There's a lot of that stuff that I'm thinking about I should have held on to, or, I had a lot of those fun toys for the kids when they were little, like the Speak and Spell. I'm sure that's probably a collector now, right?
Peggy says that, I think it was Peggy. Yeah, Peggy said that she got their sons the Teddy Ruxpin. You remember that?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a talking teddy bear.
Yeah. They were fun.
Okay, pearls are on. What's next?
Right.
The next step is draw.
Draw.
What shall I draw? I don't know.
What are you in the mood for today?
Don't know. I hadn't thought that far.
Suggestions from the audience?
Maybe a cactus wren?
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that's what
You're
I
always in
did.
the mood for cactus, right? Well, paper octio, you were, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I've got cactus on my page, so.
Yeah. I'd say that would be a good pick.
Yeah. Let's see.
So my daughter actually saved, you guys remember Care Bears?
Oh, goody gosh.
My daughter actually saved her Care Bear. That was one of her favorites. I don't know, are toys, are those kind of toys important to kids anymore? I mean, my grandkids are so into electronics that, I don't know if they play with those other types of toys. Now, granted, they do have their own art carts. But I don't know about all that other stuff like we used to have. I guess the little guy still likes the stuffed toys.
My kids played with Legos. So much Legos. We still have so much Legos around the house.
Oh, fun.
Maybe that's why my son's getting a math doctorate.
Maybe.
Because Legos, right?
Right. Why not? Legos are cool.
Yeah, we still have them all.
Well, and I used to swipe them from the kids and put them into my art. I glue them down on stuff for texture. It's like, wonder what I could do with that. Okay. So I should put something on here. Got this purple fabric. I think that's what I'll do. Tony doll. I don't even know what that one is, Barb. What's a Tony doll?
I don't
Tell
know.
us, Sue.
Doesn't sound familiar to me.
Tony who? Sybil says she used to collect dolls. She has over 200. She used to make
Wow.
and sell the outfits. Yeah. My mother used to make outfits for my Barbies.
Yeah, I made outfits for my Barbies. I had a little sewing machine and I used to sew little outfits for them.
Well, that's fun.
There's my very wonky looking at cactus red. I guess I'm gonna have to color in the colors of the page. I don't know. I don't know. Gonna need to have some ground here. This is driving me crazy.
I figured it would. Eventually.
Can't stand it. Cannot stand it.
Oh, come on. Here, there we go.
I'm gonna do shadows around all the stuff. I think I'm gonna add a little of this copper color just around my sunshine a little bit, just to make it more
Sunshiny?
Yes, more sunshiny.
Sunshiny. Yeah.
Just to kind of blend the piece into the background a little bit too.
So I think I might have to get my stapler out again
Oh dear.
and staple these. I have some little short pieces of cloth that are going to make my tassel on here. So I think I might just staple them down. Because I have a stapler and I can do that.
Yes, good plan.
Kind of looks like purple seaweed at the top. Okay, so I want it in front of, do I want it behind? I think I want it in front of. See if I can hold and staple at the same time. There's the rub. Ooh, that was a left-handed staple. I did it even left-handed. I'm so proud of me.
Good job. You're the queen of staples.
Well, easy attacher, right?
That's what they say. It's supposed to be easy.
And I think I need a backer on that. So I don't get stuck with staples.
Yes, don't staple your finger to your project. This is personal advice.
Yeah.
Someone who's
Just saying. Probably not
or at
the
least
best
tried
thing
to.
to do.
I'm not sure I successfully did it, but I gave it an all-American try.
Okay, I'm going to have to find a straight edge since I didn't find a all else fails, the ruler works. See if I can do this semi-straight. Ooh, that paper's heavier than I thought it was. All righty. I'm being rough with my paper. Does that count?
Harsh.
Oh, that was
Very
the
harsh.
other. That was the other thing. Yeah, harsh. Okay, I'm getting harsh. Ooh. All right. Oh, and not very straight. Oh, well.
Straight's overrated.
Right, because I was being harsh. I mean, you can't be harsh and straight at the same time, can you?
Probably not. I'm thinking to say no. Yeah.
So I'm going to get harsher. I'm going to tear it.
Oh, mean.
Yeah. So we have an even more ragged, jagged edge. There we go. I like being harsh. Oh.
I have to do something about my Ren. I'm not sure what yet. But I like these shadows. They make a difference to me.
All right. Glue. I know I have glue here. Here we go.
I hope people can tell that these are supposed to be cactuses.
Well,
I'm not sure.
if they can't, what do you think they're going to think they are?
I don't know. Just a random pattern of some sort, I guess.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. See you later, Sybil. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Well, when you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So true on so many levels.
So I need to clip that down so that the glue has a chance to dry.
Did you bring a bulldog clip?
I did. Never leave home
Well, you're
without
better
them.
prepared than I. I'll bet I would never, ever bring a bulldog clip ever.
Well, you know, because sometimes you have to have them. Sometimes you have to have them. Actually, these work pretty good, like if you need a stand for your phone or something.
Oh,
Just
I have
saying.
a pop socket on my phone. It works really great.
And I have a, yeah, I had a pop socket on there for a while, and then I switched over and got one of those little pockets to stick your card in, like if you have your driver's license or something and you just want to take your phone and your
Oh, yeah, yeah.
ID. Yeah. So, okay, give that a chance to dry. And I think I have met the challenge. Woohoo!
Are we getting close to time or not? I don't think we are.
We've got time. You got plenty of time. I met my tag challenge, my altered
Good
tag.
job.
So I did pearls, harsh, staple, and erase. Did not use clay on this one. I used clay on my page. So
I don't think clay was part of the tag one, was it?
it was
Or was
a
it a
wild card.
wild card? Okay.
Yeah, because on the page itself, let's see, let's go back to my page. On the page, on this one, I had the paper clay that I used. And so on that I'd stapled the paper clay. I did the clay face. I drew some octagons, but you can't find them because they're underneath there. Pearls I have in the background here. I added seed beads and pearls. What did I do for harsh? Oh, I tore the edge of my paper and I punched a hole in it. So remember that was my harsh, and I drew around my image and I used wet and wet. So yeah, my page was done. My tag challenge is done. My ATC is done. So I have met the challenges for the month of May for Pick-a-Stick. Woohoo!
Good job. I haven't done my tag. I have my ATC done, but it's not coming out until later. So
Right. Well, the page, if you want to see the step-by-step, that will be coming out tomorrow. So you can find that on my channel rather than this one, which is Meg Robinson. And
yeah, we usually do Friday, so I'll have a speed through
yeah,
for this page on Friday.
yeah. So now I just get to drink coffee and watch you work.
Okay. Somehow that doesn't seem fair. I don't know, but okay. Just trying to do something about my little bird. He looks pretty sad. He's going to have some colors.
Rennie says whimsy is a big part of art. Shell, I don't ever go for realism as it is unachievable for me. Yeah, there's a place for that realism. I figure for me, realism is I take a photograph. If I want real, I have a camera for that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about realism for me. It's about being creative. So whatever you want it to be. And I like to leave things to the imagination. When Shell was saying, are they going to understand this as a cactus? Well, I'm saying, different people see different things in art. When you go to the museum, not everybody sees the same thing in a piece of art. So, and that's okay. That's part of what's making it artistic.
Yeah, my art is rarely realistic either because to me art is expressing what you see with your eyeballs,
Yeah.
not what everyone else is going to see. So I don't need to duplicate what was made by the creator. I already did that.
Right.
I'd rather make something else. So I don't do realistic either. But last week I painted over a photograph, and some people, particularly people in my family who look at my stuff on Facebook but don't really understand it, were all excited about how realistic that face was. Of course, they don't watch the video, so they don't really realize how I did it.
So Gina says, a teacher of hers once said, if you want a picture of that cute baby, take a photo. And that's exactly how I feel, Gina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't see the point of capturing something that's photographic.
Yep.
I want to see the artist's hand in what they're doing. I want to see the work. And I like to see their imagination too. I want to see where it takes you, you know?
Right. That's why whenever I'm making videos, I talk about what inspired me to make that particular thing, or, you know, so that people understand where the inspiration came from
Yeah.
to make some weird thing. Because I think a lot of people, since I live with an engineer, I think a lot of people don't even understand the concept of art.
Yeah, Gina's talking about she's not a huge fan of flesh tones and that she likes her faces in other colors. And yeah, if you guys have not seen some of her imagery that she does with faces, with the wonderful colorations, check out her channel. You know, just go click on those little dots and go check out her channel and put it in your favorites. Because Gina does some really awesome stuff, and I think you're going to enjoy it. You know, and it's that way with anybody here that's in the community. You know, Gina is another one that contributes to our challenges that we put out on Art Joy is Sharing. If you guys are not part of that Facebook community, come and join us over there, because there's a whole group of artists who every month I kind of have a new challenge for them, and Gina's one of them. And they make videos based on what we're doing for that month. And there's a document in the file folder that has all of those videos listed for you. So if you're interested in a particular topic, you can go in there and look at the topics and say, oh yeah, I really am interested in that. I think I need to go watch that video. And you can click on it and go to those videos, because these people for free have shared their talents and put that stuff out there on our Facebook group, Art Joy Sharing. So if you haven't joined that, join us.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Art Joy of Sharing. Isn't just this channel. We also have a community of like-minded people who are sharing their talent with you.
Yep. So it's a great community. You know, it's not for self promotion or anything like that. It's all about sharing ideas and methods, and you know, how we do things. Talk about products and all that sort of thing over there. So it looks like we've got a few people that have to dash, and so I'll say goodbye to them.
Yeah, I think we're just about done. I don't know what time it is because I'm not looking, but
We got about 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, I'll be done.
Yeah.
I'm just doing detail work at this point.
Yep. That's all right.
Yep.
It's all in the details.
Yep.
And I think my tag is still drying. I just have my glue in my clips drying away.
That's why I don't like that much.
So yeah, some of the things that people worry about, like my page for the month and shells for the month, because we added clay pieces, it's going to be a little bit bulkier. Now, if that bothers you in a journal, you know, by all means, you don't have to do something bulky on your page. Doesn't happen to bother me a whole lot.
My book is so bulky at this point, even with just flat pages, that it's gonna be like this anyways by the time it's done.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gonna be like that. So I don't know. I think I'm done.
Very cool.
Can you tell it's cactus?
I can tell it's cactus because I know it's you.
Yeah.
But
That's probably it. What is
Rennie
this?
says she's making cards for the new Viva Las Vegas stamps. Awesome.
1, 9. All right.
So,
Yeah, we got done early.
yeah, we did. But that's okay, you know? Sometimes we run over a little bit, sometimes we get done a little bit early.
And I
It's
even
all
had to
good.
recut all these hexagons, and I still got done early.
Yeah.
What am I going to do with these?
So I want to thank everybody for joining us today, giving us a thumbs up, sharing what we have, whether you share on Pinterest or in another group or whatever. We appreciate it. So,
Yes, we do.
and be sure and share what you're doing. Like if you're doing the page or the tag or the ATC, be sure and share what you're doing so that we can see what you've done. Okay?
Yes, definitely. We want to see. Putting a little pistachio highlight on these. Anyway, thanks everyone for coming, and I guess we're pretty much done 9 minutes early. So, all right.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you again
Bye.
next time.
Yeah. Bye-bye.